Yeah, I'm Kenyan. Yeah, mimi ni Mkenya.
Okay, sir. Na nimesikia umesema kwamba story yako. Let's do this, guys. Let's listen to DV Advocacy and
So mine's long.
utuambie story
Mine's long.
yako.
I don't mind if you ask questions in between because imefanyika for a very long time. God, nimeamka poleni sijaoga.
No, relax. It's ni poa.
Yeah.
We love we love black natural beauty. You look great.
Yeah. So look, first of all, I have to say thank you so much for this platform. It's very hard for people to come out and talk about domestic violence on platforms like this because one, we are embarrassed. Two, we are ashamed because our communities don't allow us to talk. What wako embarrassed na kuongea about domestic violence until a story like this one happens. Then we can come out and talk, and we only talk for that moment. And when the moment is gone, watoto watazikwa and it's gone. So I'm so happy that you guys are talking about it here. And I'm so happy that you allow us to come and talk our experiences here. Sorry, that's my other platform. I talk about domestic violence on that platform.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a channel like yours.
Okay, so welcome DV Advocacy. So actually DV Advocacy stands for Domestic Violence Advocacy.
Yeah, so I do that. I do talk about domestic violence a lot. I used to live here, and then one time we had domestic violence issues in Australia, and then he got a transfer to US. So we went to US as expatriates. It was nice going to US. I really did enjoy US. I cannot lie. I love it. I could go back.
Thank you.
I could go back to US. And some things were good, some things were bad. Don't get me wrong.
I'm in the US, but welcome back.
Okay.
I always say,
I was born here.
I was born in Kenya.
Here before I say my story. The reason I've stayed here is because I'm looking for an agency in US that deals with criminal, that can help me because my visa was renewed by VAWA until early next year. So I only have that much to go. And if I get this domestic violence thing that he put on me I'm a free woman.
Oh my
Now I'll go to my story.
God.
I'll make it as short as I can because it's long. This has happened 5 years ago, but I'm still fighting it.
Yes,
I tried.
Yes.
So you can imagine, I'm a woman from Kenya. When I came to Australia, I know nobody but this man because we met in Kenya. Then we arrived here, was good. But as I say, we see signs and we don't do anything. So I saw signs. As soon as I had my first child, like one lady said here, and by the way, ladies, you're all strong. Nemo, you're a very strong woman. Hey,
Nemo.
Yeah, you're a very strong woman.
Thank you very much.
Skyline, you're a very strong woman too. You're all strong women. Everyone's strong in their own ways. But when you listen to people's story, you realize, yes, it's not too bad.
That's
so I listened to her story and it connected a little bit with mine. So when we arrived in Australia, in USA, we lived in PA in Philadelphia area. And we did everything here. So I looked for the house, everything through an agency though. So I didn't know I'm choosing a place where I was gonna just be the only black person on the street. Even though when you go to Philadelphia, you see so many black people. And imagine in Australia,
Philly got black people all over the place. Yeah, Philly is.
In Australia, to meet a black person is just like it's like a gold. And you can meet these black people, they cannot even say hi to you. So me going to USA and meeting just so many black people, I could see even the hotel we stayed in Philadelphia before we got to the house. You could just feel so out of place because everyone is black and everyone is calling you by ma'am, hey ma'am. You know, they're respectful to black women.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome, ma'am. Yes. Hi, ma'am. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. A black man or a white man?
A white man.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna get started. So in other words,
He's a white man.
Bwanake alikuwa mzungu. So that's the story. Endelea.
So I'll cut it short. Tukafika kule 8 months down the line. He got me a credit card specifically from this HSBC bank. This bank can give you credit cards even if you don't have any credit history.
That's right.
But you have to have a good job, an executive job. So he got me one of those cards. I was a stay-at-home mom the whole time. I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys and 1 girl who I've not seen for 5 years since this happened.
That's right.
So all I do here is to sit down, listen to people's stories and cry. This is why I was crying the whole time this woman was talking. But it helps me, and I decided to do this because I've been going for therapy. Yes, it helps. but sometimes you just want to listen to somebody else's story. So I've done
That's
group
right.
therapy, and I decided to go to another platform where I can talk and people come there with their stories and listen to them the same way you're doing. And this is why I'm going to follow you forever. I want to
Thank you,
listen to
thank
these
you,
stories.
thank you.
Yeah. And this helps for people who have gone through trauma. It helps to listen to other people's stories.
Yes.
So for me, that's my therapy. My therapy is to come here, listen to Nemo's story, and feel like mine's not bad. But in US, so how it started in US, I could walk everywhere, and I could find these people just saying, "Oh, because I still have Australian designer clothes, like Australian
Yeah.
design, not America is different design from here."
That's
And
right.
people would just say, "Oh, I like this dress." This would be men, and I'm just one time I realized this is the same man. I go to this particular shop called Whole Foods, and it's the same man,
Yeah.
shoots,
Oh,
dark
you went to Whole
plumbing,
Foods?
black
Yeah.
American man, tells me all the time.
Yeah.
And you know what? I used to shop every Wednesday. So every Wednesday I meet the same man. I realized this is the same man. He
Yeah.
had tagged people on me to follow me around. So because he never, he's working and he was looking after the whole country plus Canada. Meaning when he's at work, I have to move out and do stuff. But he wants me to sit down and call people to bring me stuff. How am I going to know that country? So in Australia was okay because in Australia I had a little Kenyan community, African community, let me just say, because not many Kenyans, but we had a little group that we could meet once in a while kwa mtu. But in America that time I'm alone.
Yeah.
I only put on Facebook I'm going to America.
That's
One of
right.
my friends introduced me to a girl who is in another state. She's Kissy. So I only know this lady because this girl introduced me. Other than that, I had nobody I knew. I went on
Okay.
Facebook and looked for Kenyans in US. I tried to go there, but it was different vibe. And sometimes I didn't even have the time because of the kids, trying to learn the country.
Yeah.
So I joined that group, but I never even talked anything. And I was going through it. And I'm telling you, when you're going through it, you're embarrassed even to tell people, this is what's happening in my life.
Speak it out. That's why you're
Yeah.
here. Speak it out.
It
I
was
mean,
so hard for me to tell people.
that's
Even
what we're
I meet
addressing.
people, they're nice. I can tell them, but are they going to take you serious?
That's right.
So even telling them, I suspect this man's hired people to follow me because the same people all the time was hard. So I decided to look for a part-time job in King of Prussia Mall as a stylist. So I went to King of Prussia Mall.
Wow.
I was not looking for a job as a stylist, but they liked my style, so they put me as the stylist of the store.
That's
So I
right.
could schedule all these people for appointments. They could come to me. They gave me a little office. So I did that for the rest of the time I was there. And it's good I did that because after this happened, at least I had somewhere to go, something to do.
Okay.
And from now, before even I say my story, every woman, Nemo was like me. Nemo, you were like me that you were not working because, my husband provided everything. I've gone to all countries you can count. I've done everything. I've sailed. I've gone everywhere.
Been around the world.
But at
Travel.
that
Are you
time,
still?
I'm
Are
flying
you still?
around the world with his pocket.
Because he's in control. The MZUNGU
Exactly.
is in control.
Yeah. So that's
Right.
control.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you, DV advocacy. Let me ask you one more question. These three children, did you give birth with him, or were they like from Kenya?
No, Sam. I was in Kenya. I never went out. I was that girl who does not go out all the time because I did things, and my mom was a single mom. And being a single mom from her family, she was portrayed as like come a Malaya because she had me and my sister from one father and my other two sisters from another father. So it was a bad name for her. So we moved to the town in Kakamega, in a town in Kakamega. I'm Maragoli, by the way, if you want to know where I come from. Exactly, I'm Maragoli. So we moved to Kakamega, and she started a business there. We went to school there. I went to so many schools, not because I was a bad student. It's because we had no money. So every time they take me from this school because of no fees, I would go to another school. And I would still, you struggle to beat the kids. You struggle to do everything. So the reason I decided not to get married so early was because of that. Yes, I did have relationships. In Kenya, my first job was in Mombasa. I went to Kenya Utalii College. So my first job was in Mombasa in a hotel called Serena Beach. So this is where my foundation started, and that's when I started dating. That then is when I started dating, when I was working in Mombasa.
Mombasa, got you.
And I waited long enough. The reason I went to a white man is because the man I was thinking was my boyfriend, who was somebody from Busia. That story is from Busia. I heard you say that story. Yeah. He kept me long enough just to marry somebody else. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Just to marry somebody else on our wedding day. So this is where I was so mad. I was so angry. I stood on the road. I wanted the car to.
Wait, my sister, wait. So the guy,
We
he
were
met.
in a relationship. We got engaged, and on our wedding day, Kenyan weddings, when mnaenda kwa wedding meetings, mnafanya. Mimi naenda kwa meetings nikichangisha pesa kwa marafiki zangu, tufanye wedding,
Yeah.
honeymoon Zanzibar.
Yeah.
He married somebody else. So that's the
Boy,
reason.
hey!
Yeah, I worked
Hey,
for
wait,
Mombasa
wait.
for so long. I never wanted a white man, but because of what happened, I said maybe white men are the ones who are good people. And this,
So now
look
you
at me with
changed
my white man.
and you start dating a white man. So let me ask you a question. So where did you find your Mzungu husband, and
So
when?
after that happened to me, I went back to Italy to do a management course. And after that management course, I got a job in Masai Mara, Fairmont Mara Safari Club. So I only stayed in Masai Mara for 6 months, and I met this guy. Yeah, I met this guy. He was good. I met people working in a hotel, but this one came back to see me so many times, and I thought he was serious. So when he came, he insisted he wanted to meet my parents. I decided, you know what? I'm going to take him to my parents. And when we saw my parents, I told him all the traditions. I didn't tell him all my
Wow.
background story or being raised by a single mom, but I told him every tradition he could observe. We cannot stay at my mom's house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was good, was in love. He came back many
You love
times.
the man.
One of the times I got pregnant while I was in Kenya. Unfortunately, I lost
Okay.
the baby.
Oh, sorry about that.
I lost the baby, and then, but I was still in uni as well. I was in Moi Uni.
Okay.
So when I was in Moi Uni, when I get the second pregnancy, I decided to leave work and just go to live in Eldoret to concentrate on the education. And then he started telling me, oh, if you don't come to Australia soon, I might just change my mind because, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. And so I decided to go to Australia after I finish. I told him after I finish on my my semester break, I'll come. So my semester
Okay.
break came and I went there. Actually, when I went there,
When was this? When was this? Is it like an hour? Was it
that
like
was in,
19
so the
something?
first time I
or-
went there was 2010. When I went back for the marriage thing was 2012.
So 2010 you went to Australia. 2012 you got married to the Mzungu guy. And at
Yeah,
that
so I
point,
went back to Australia the 2012.
yeah.
And so when I went the first time 2010, I just was there I was here for only 2 weeks. I just didn't want to stay long.
Okay.
2012 I came back. And then I came back after 6 months. He proposed to me.
Gotcha.
And I said yes. And that time I didn't know I was pregnant. So I was pregnant with the second kid then.
Okay, second
pregnancy.
child. Same man, same
Yeah.
guy, same
So
guy.
the first one I lost, the second one I kept. That's when I stopped
Gotcha.
working in Mara because Masai Mara is so rough with the pregnancy. So I left Mara. I went to school. Yeah.
Okay.
So and then I dropped out of school. I
Wow.
dropped out of college. Hiyo uni nilikuwa nafanya. I dropped out of uni just to get married to
Yeah.
this man because he had so many. They give you so many rules, and you feel like if this is the one, why am I gonna do this? And I'm already pregnant anyway. So what's to lose?
Yeah.
So nikaambia walimu wangu naenda kufanya first attachment nilifanya Australia, but I couldn't afford my teachers to come kuniona. So the second one nilivyowauliza wakanikataza. So nikaachia tu hapo. So I have one unit to finish in Moi attachment.
Yeah.
Na kuandika final research project. That's it.
Yeah.
Which I
Okay.
can do anytime when I go back. But
Now take us to the juice. You get married. You get married in 2012. When did you start?
so as soon as I had
seeing
the
the
first kid,
signs.
at that time I'm still green. I don't know. So I got my first baby. This kid. I got pregnant at 30. I'm 40 years old now. So I got pregnant at 30. My first kid. As soon as I got the kid, I didn't realize. Your cousins come. It's me and this man, two of us in the house with a new baby, new human beings. We are responsible for this life. We don't know. I still don't believe I'm a mother that time. The first thing. Second thing, he doesn't help when the kid cries, whether it's daytime or nighttime. I was a mother and a nanny for my own child for the rest of my life. This thing made me hate being a mother. I was always tired. And he comes home, you tell him something, he tells you, you're the one who wanted the baby. When you say something like, oh, I love my baby, when you're pregnant, you touch your tummy, you talk stuff, he's listening. Those words you're saying is the one he's telling you when you give birth and you tell him to help with the baby. He told me everything I told him. So, and my baby was not sleeping for the first 6 months. So one woman, the stepmother, akajitolea, she told me, come to my house. Nikaenda for a weekend, Friday, Saturday, nikatoka kwa Monday. Akanisaidia kuweka mtoto kwa routine because I didn't know things about routine.
Yeah.
Akaniwekea mtoto kwa routine. So from there, my son started sleeping on a regular time, nikaanza kusoma about routine. Then I had to join some women's groups. Nikaanza kusikiza stories of other women. Kumbuka wananiambia stories zao, hao wameishi huko, mimi sijaishi huko. So I don't even understand these things.
Yeah.
So he started by, nimetoka hospitali, I've had a cesarean. All of a sudden too, I'll be breastfeeding my baby and he just pushes you behind and has sex. You are bleeding. This is like three days of cesarean. I could bleed and he's perfectly okay. He's enjoying it and he's gone. He's left you crying. He doesn't even care.
Now there you go. There you go. There you go.
Ninarudi hospitali, when I restitch my stitches.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but because I did not want to have kids with many men. So I want 4 kids, by the way. So nikasema kwanza alitoka, acha nijaribu wa pili. Sasa mimi ndio huyu navumilia sasa nimo. So he doesn't even want to have sex with me. I'm married to him. He'll go. Hizi trips zake ndio hata tukaenda America. Hizi trips zilikuwa mob. Every day ako away almost 7 days a week. When he comes, he'll start whinging. I'm tired. It's okay. Kama tired, mimi mwanaume akinicomplainia ako tired. Sometimes amelala na mtu na anaogopa kukupatia ugonjwa. Sometimes that's how I used to take it.
Can you tell them?
I'm thinking, as a woman, Divi, maybe I'm a choker.
My sister Divi, can you tell the people? So your husband was in the military, is that correct?
No.
What was his job?
He was an executive manager of a company called Brickworks Australia.
Okay,
and this company makes building products. Every product that builds a house. So he was managing Australia and New Zealand. So when we went to America, he was managing Canada and America.
So the guy has an executive position. He got that position, is good. Okay, got you. Yeah. But when it comes to the family life,
I want you to get that right off. Because when I come to America, and that's very important to remember that part of the money. And I tell you that part. So remember that part when I come to America. So in Australia, it was like that. Sometimes kunyonga ni normal. He'd trigger you. He'll come and just kwanza akija kwa nyumba, I'm a woman. I'm a woman raised working hard. I'm the oldest at home, so you can imagine all of us are girls.
Firstborn. You're the firstborn in the family.
So my sisters would just wake up in the morning na wakae tu. So I'd be one waking up, cleaning and doing stuff kwa nyumba. So I'm used to doing that. I'm used to every day at 9 o'clock, everywhere I am, I should be ready. I should be cleaned. The house should be clean. I should be knowing what I'm cooking for dinner. Even before I got married, that's my routine.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a really chef, like a really good cook.
Got you.
Yeah. So in a fika time, he comes home. I've done everything. I've even cooked dinner. I'm just sitting watching TV, maybe doing something because I have nothing. My baby's sleeping. He'll get mad because I'm sitting and doing nothing. He thinks I did nothing the whole day. So I realized I have to do
he will start commanding you around.
So I have to do some things. This is my marriage. This is my husband. This is somebody you marry somebody you think is your best friend that time. So mimi ndo huyu nimefanya vitu nimebakisha kidogo ndio ikifika nikisikia tu akipack gari na simama najifanya naanza kufanya vitu ndio ajue nilifanya kazi leo. And I know so many women who are going through this. I've watched them. And when I try to talk to them, there's one little lady I told that she's married to a cop. Nikamwambia, this man is not good. She went to tell the husband. The husband cut off friendship. So I don't know how they're going. But I told her, this what he's doing to you is what is happening to me. I was still married then. This woman never talked to me again. And this shows to me she's going through it. She's embarrassed to talk about it.
Got you.
One day I'll see her. So Nika, I could do that. I could just pretend. And then he comes with, in Kenya we speak English. I don't know if anyone of you in Kenya has gone to school and be taught in French or Spanish. I think we all be taught in English. I think I'm doing a degree in Moi. That means I'm learning in English. It's a degree. It's not. I'm not doing like a class 8 exam. But
Yeah.
this man would come with people, kwa nyumba, his best friends, put them on the table. I've cooked that dinner. They're eating and they're talking about me, and he's telling them, nimekaa kwa meza now, she does not understand English. Just talk.
Can I? Okay, let me actually hold right there. Hold right there. This is something. I always keep telling people here on this platform that there are different forms of racism, and there's the one form of racism that you will always get. Okay? Okay? We speak English. But check this out. You will find yourself going to a foreign country or living in a foreign country, and they want to act like the one way, it's like a trick because you got maybe some accent, you got something going on. They'll try to act like if you say something, they go like, what do you mean? What did you say? Can you say that again, please? So they're saying that as a way of intimidating you and putting you in a lower position.
So to shut you up. Sorry.
Okay.
So
okay,
they can
okay.
shut you up. Yeah.
Yeah. So just get that part right. Those who are, if like for example, like especially like those my folks who are watching in the US, my folks who are watching in Europe, my folks who are watching even in Australia, they can confirm that as well. Go ahead, my sister. So that's a way of intimidating you and shutting you off.
They're intimidating you. They're making you to shut up and don't say anything. And that later on, I realized that was what he was doing, because my husband was not a big person, like, or not a very tall. So my husband, nikiwa sina viatu, sina heels, tuko same height.
Got you.
Na mimi niko na mwili ya Kiluya, si mnaona mwili yangu ni ya Kiluya.
Yeah.
Okay. My Luya body, every time he could call me names like you're a giant. And when I come to Kenya, I'm so slim because he's not seen fat people yet. Or people mold well. He's just seen me. So akiniambia hivyo na mimi Kenya nime work out, nimekuwa nikienda gym. Ni unajua nime maintain hii body yangu kukua hivi.
That's right.
Yeah, he found me going to the gym like every day. I still go to the gym in hata saa hizi, but sasa huyu mtu, he put me down completely. It was so hard to understand this. You know, nikikuja Australia, what I did was I did my master's in business.
Wow.
Hospitality.
Yeah.
Hata akisema nina sijui kuongea Kiingereza, I still did a master's here in English. And I went to school for 6 months for academic English. Just
That's
academic.
so crazy.
But I still don't know English. And he'll still talk to people about me. And I hope some of his friends are watching me right now, because right now I'll go back to the thing. I'll tell you, I hope they're here. I'll share them. How do they share live here so they can come and watch me?
You can you just have to click share. Like you just if you can click the 3 dots down there, you just click share, and then they can come up here and watch.
Yeah,
but we're getting a good algorithm though.
Okay, it's okay.
And by the way, and we get, actually, by the way, I get folks from Australia who come and watch here, so I'm sure there's someone who's watching here who's watching you talk. This Vote TV is a global platform, 7 days a week, 10 p.m. Kenyan time.
I'll tell you to the fact that he could introduce me to everyone as his best friend. And one time, this best friend from Canberra came here. Her name is Jenny. And I just had my baby, the cesarean one, after I had been raped by my husband and I've been bleeding for some time. So the second weekend, after I have the baby, his friends are going to come in and see the kids. Kumbuka, I'm still working kama mwanamke because I have to keep the house clean. You understand?
That's right.
Warega. This was my classmate in Moi. He can tell you I dropped her.
Okay. Okay, there you go. I told you this is Vote TV right here. I mean, we're global, but anyway, go ahead, sis.
So, Warega, you can listen to my story. No, I always posted this on Facebook. Now you can listen to it on this platform.
Okay.
So
welcome, Warega. So good to see you.
Yeah, I don't know where he is right now.
Okay.
So, nice to see you too. Yeah, thank you for coming. And you can follow the guy. You can follow him. He tells his friends. He takes me to his friends. His friends come home to see me when I have the baby. They're coming to showcase the baby that he doesn't even touch. But when they come, this man is gonna hold the kid like he's always with the baby. Now I cannot do anything. He's gonna change the nappy. You understand? To show the friends that I'm doing nothing.
Gotcha. Ooh,
You understand? And I'll observe it, and I'll see how they will be looking at me like I'm a bad mother because he's doing everything, you
there
know?
you go.
He'll be trying to cook. He'll be trying to cook. He'll be trying to force me to have a nanny when I can do everything, you know. But that is when so that's when I realized when he forced me to have a nanny, I said, no, I don't want a nanny. I'm doing nothing. And that time I was volunteering for Red Cross in Penrith.
Yeah.
I could do my volunteer work, and he could just tell people, all she does is volunteering for nothing. Of course, I was being paid nothing. I just wanted something to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a purpose in the
It's charity.
community.
Yeah.
And I
It's
volunteered
volunteer.
for up to 4 years for nothing.
Oh my God.
Yes, I volunteered for 4 years for nothing. But he
Okay.
used that to do taxes. That's what I realized later on. He used my volunteering to
Oh, this guy is smart, man. He's smart.
he used my education.
He's smart.
He used my education
Ooh.
to get less taxes because Australia taxes is like 49%. So because I am a housewife, I don't work. Yeah,
Got you
he
the
used
tax
that.
code. Yeah, listen, you're the housewife, you got 3 children. Oh my God.
Use it for taxes.
Got you the tax code.
So this is
Listen,
Australia. So
white
one
people,
time,
wazungu. Hiyo ni ile. Wacha naambianga watu hapa. Let me tell you guys from our community. Naambianga watu hapa. Ukora wa mzungu huwa umevaa suti na tai. You don't see it. Nimo. It looks so beautiful from the outside. But from the inside, they are playing you like nobody's business. Go ahead, my sister.
niko na seeds za mboga zote za Australia hapa na niende alileta. Mimi nikibeba na nyang'anywa airport yeye aliingiza. So I'm telling you they're very yeah. So nakumbuka this time I've been married and I've only gone to Kenya twice. And those twice he has to make sure. Oh my God, I can't even tell you this. This mine's so long. So I just relate with you when you talk and I realize this happened. So when she talked about people following her, that's why I said I did that. People followed me too. People,
Nemo.
yeah, when she talked, that's what she triggered all this. So you only need to hear something to trigger what you can even forget everything, but there was something that will trigger you. So when she said her story, that's when I remembered this. Because sasa tukiwa hapa Australia one time anakuja kunisukuma, he pushes me. Alafu yeye ndiye ana scream.
Oh my God.
Alafu yeye ndiye ana scream. So I called one of my friends, she's a social worker, and comes to Rose, why is he doing this? But she was very clever. She never told me because she thought I'll run away from the marriage. But all I wanted to do was to learn. But she told me a few things that I wrote down, I noted down. Mpaka nikaacha course yangu ya kufanya hospitality, ya kwenda kufanya nikaacha course yangu, I went to do something else. I went to do
Wait a
social.
minute. So he would show he would shove you and then scream like you're the one who's doing it.
Yes.
Playing the victim. That's a high profile narcissist. High profile.
And he'll do that, and then he'll call me names, and then he'll say to people in front of people, his family say I'm the one calling him names. Those names, zenye ananiita ananiambia, Claire, you'll never do anything, you'll never solve anything. Things have solved since I left this man. I cannot believe it's me. He made me believe that I cannot solve anything. His friends looked at me every day. Tukikutana kwa Christmas party, I cannot Christmas party.
Oh.
Christmas party at his mom's. Because his parents are divorced. Christmas party at his mom's. I hope I hope the sister is watching this because they don't know I went through this because I kept quiet. And this is my time to talk, by the way. Anytime anyone talks, I just go to any platform and talk. Because I want people to know what this man is like.
Speak out. You're here.
I want to speak out. I want to talk for other people like me. Because I was so embarrassed to say, if you see my life, if you want to know my life that I was portraying that time, go to my Instagram. Instagram has my real life. That is how I lived. Everyone thought, every woman I was around, they wanted to be like me.
Talk about the time when you went for Christmas at the mom's house.
First time tulienda kwa mom's house. Mama anaishi Ushago. We were living in Sydney in city. So Ushago I like. I grew up in Ushago. I like Ushago life, the way Ushago looks like. Things are simple, easy. So I go to mom's Christmas party. Tulikuwa tunaenda huko tu for 24th, tunatoka 25th kama hatujapata watoto. Nikamwambia mbona tusikae longer? I'm the one who talked him into staying there longer. I'm the one who was supposed to stay there longer. Who asked to stay there longer. So tukishakaa longer, tutakuwa tunakaa longer by force. Na tukikaa huko, the moment tumeingia hivi, bwanangu hata niongelesha paka vile tutatoka huko. He's the only person I know in that village. So they'll be talking about you. I don't know if it's the Australian way. I've never known if this is Australian way. Mpaka leo sijajua kama ni culture shock. Mpaka leo sijajua ni culture shock. I could go there and they just talk. When you go somewhere, people are just talking in low voices. You know, you feel so uneasy, so out of place. One time, nimetuma kwa Facebook. Akaniambia, who took you that photo? Obviously, he wasn't there. Kumbe tulikuwa tuende place. We were supposed to go to Hawaii. So my visa, because I had a Kenyan passport that time. So we had to go for an interview kwa consulate. So he was going to take me because I've never gone that side of Sydney. Amewambia tu haendi hataenda kwa birthday ya brother yake bila kusema reason. But alikuwa amewambia ataenda kwa kucheza golf. His company was going to play golf somewhere else. So haja change mind akawambia kuwa haendi kwa sababu yangu. So he had told them, I have a man. And this man he was talking about, according to this person who told me the information, was a Kenyan guy who killed himself. This Kenyan guy alikuwa ameoleka kwa mzungu, and he was all over just asking people for help. Help kuwa hana do.
A Kenyan guy who had been married to an Australian white
he
woman.
married an Australian white woman who controlled everything out of, he could not send money home to the mother, do anything. So the Kenyan community in Sydney, we used to talk to people who we see you can connect with. So they sent the guy to me because he was from Western, plus because sometimes you open up to people from your region. You understand?
That's right.
So the guy, I told my husband, we have to go to a place called Orange and talk to this guy. Just because I said it's a man, he was buying time. I think he wanted me to beg more. Even before we decided on weekend to go, the guy killed himself.
Oh my God. Well, when was this?
Do
you remember?
It could be in 2016 or 2017. And the man killed himself.
So Mkenya mwanaume ambaye alikuwa ameoa Australia mzungu wa white woman, bila mambo iliendelea, alichukua uhai wake juu. Things were not working out right, and the woman that was controlling
women. I can imagine this man could say anything.
There you go.
Yeah. So I could imagine this man had no say at all. And then they know how to stage. Hata yeye akinisukuma hivyo, he was just a way of saying. So siku moja akanisukuma nikaangukia meza ya watoto, the little thing I fell on kitchen table, yani little kitchen, model kitchen ya watoto. And then he took a photo and sent to the mother and said, she broke this. Like, I have arthritis in all my joints. Yeah.
High profile narcissist, man.
So everybody, and I'm telling you right now, everyone has blocked me. My friends are on social media. I'm not lying to you. My friends are on social media. I have
what?
Because he instructed them to.
Hold up, give me a second, DV. I see we got okay, someone joined up here. Who is this? Mua Xiong. Hello? Someone just, I think this is someone from, their name sounds Asian. It's an Asian. Okay.
She has kids. She's watching. You're gonna mute yourself more.
Okay.
Or you can just. Anyway.
Go ahead, my sister. Let's focus.
Yeah, so this is just me talking about here. So one time he does that, he pushes me, and then I fall on the floor, alafu anaanza kuninyonga. So this time, I used to, unajua hiyo kutika kusema, I will call the police, I'll call the police. But this time I really took the phone, nikapiga. A few times I had taken the phone, kupiga akakata, akairusha. Na this saying kurusha si atanarusha pahali ataokota, anarusha na pasuka. So kurusha kupasuka, he'll buy a new one through one of the secretaries. He had 2 secretaries. I even had a secretary, by the way. Everything I wanted, paperwork.
So let me okay. So let's break this thing down, and let me talk to my Kenyan sisters here, who are always looking for the. They think that kuwa mzungu is actually the passport to heaven or the highway to heaven. Now you're talking. We have a Kenyan sister in Australia who's actually telling you the story of the pain that she went through in this marriage. And allow me to say that kuwa mzungu alikuwa na pesa.
He was rich.
The guy's an executive.
He's rich. He's an
the guy was rich. Don't even say rich. Let's say wealthy, because if you put that, okay, can you get DV? Let's be open. Can you tell them how much that guy was making roughly a month in Kenyan shillings, just for them to have an idea?
Okay, so
do you remember?
So I'm gonna tell you this, and remember these figures too. So before we left here, before we went to America, he was earning 500,000 a year, 500,000 Australian dollars. Okay,
someone do the math. He was making $500,000 Australian dollars a year. Do you know how much that is in Kenyan shillings? Wataka niwaangalilie. Wajue. Give me a second, DV. Just give me 1 second. If I do, let me give them. Okay? Yes, $500,000 Australian dollars in shillings. Do you know how much that is? Okay, let's do the math. Watch hapa waone. Unasikia? Our sister Davy had alikuwa mpaka na secretary. Everything is high profile. The home, everything. That's approximately 48 million Kenya shillings a year. 80 million dinimo wakatara emwaigire ida toguo kakware. Yes, 48 million shillings.
I touched none of those.
I
touched none of those.
Unasikia? Yeah.
Then that is just the salary. Bado kuna bonus.
Bonuses and all that.
Half of that is supposed to be a bonus, and you have to buy shares in the company. So she still has shares and stuff like that.
Shares and all that. That's crazy. So as I'm saying. Yeah.
No shares, no nothing. Hata tujeka kama crypto.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
So, and I'm telling you, I need to remember that figure when I go to US Story, because US Story is what I came here to talk. But I'm giving you background so you understand. But the background don't start one day. You watch it every day, and it builds up, thinking it will go, because there's a cycle of domestic violence. There's 4 stages, and those stages go round and round. They repeat each other, and they repeat each other because we always think these people will change. Sorry, I'm not gonna talk about domestic violence. I'm gonna talk about myself.
That's. I mean, it's a central aspect of the topic as well, because remember, DV, as we're having this conversation, a mother will be burying 2 children on Wednesday because of domestic violence. Okay, go ahead.
So and I'm so sorry for that lady. I didn't even believe she could talk. And I'll tell you that because you'll know what, when I go to US Story, my US Story is bad. So I'm just keeping my tears for that one. But I always
you know what? I wanted to say let's press fast forward and go to the US story.
Yeah, the US. Let me go to US because this is what I want to talk about.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, the one from here is that time akininyonga, so I called the police. This time I did not say I'm calling. Ikaingia lakini akakata. Alivokata, police still came. Walikuja. Other days I just used to say, that's why I tell you, when you're in a domestic violence, I say, I'll kill you. I kept saying the police. I called the police. I was trying to warn him to stop. And you think you're stopping him, and then atakuwa sasa because atafikiri utafanya. So when I called the police, they came. Hata kama alikata. Hapa Australia, police walikuja. They came 2 women, a man and a woman. They knocked on the door. They said, we got a call, anonymous call, but we don't know who. The person didn't talk. It was hung, but we traced the call came from this house. They followed the call. They did not ignore that call because I didn't talk. Because before ni hata nifanya alikuwa amenyang'anya na he's on my neck. So I have to try my best nimsukume. Atoke kwa shingo. So the police came, wakaniweka kwa different room. Mimi nikaongea na female police officer. I'm telling you this for a reason. I was put in a spare bedroom, nikaongea na police officer female here in Australia. He was put in a main bedroom, akaongea na police officer man.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah, our kids were still sleeping because the kids were already gone to bed. That scenario, I need you to remember that scenario when I go to US. Okay? Then the police came together, wakaniuliza, do you want us to press charges? Wamewacha kwa ile room, two policemen wakakuja hapo, wakaanza, do you want us to press charges? I said, no. I don't work, I don't do anything. He's the breadwinner of the house. If he goes to court or to jail, I'm done. Like, I won't provide for the family.
So you didn't press any charges?
Wakaniachia contacts, wakaniambia, if anything happens, you have to call here. If you need to see a psychologist, you need to call this number. Wakaniachia contacts. You know, they gave me referrals. They told me, if anything happens from the strangling, go to the doctor tomorrow or something, and you can call us anytime. Wakaenda. Then hiyo time, it wasn't long before akapata hiyo transfer ya kwenda US. But transfer kwenda US, we already started fighting. Nakwambia because ujue tulikuwa tushaanza kupigana. So tunataka kwenda US, we haven't solved our stuff here. Kumekuwa na incident ambayo amenitandika tena. Hiyo incident mimi nikakuwa na makosa because I couldn't
remember that came on you.
Remember that part. Yeah, remember
everything is on public record, so don't worry about it. Everything is on public
remember
record.
that part. Remember that part. So and then that is my mistake. So when I talked to this lady akaniambia, oh, you did wrong here, ndio umefanya makosa, but yeye kupata anawea sasa ulikuwa na hata angekusukuma ungekuwa kwa hiyo chakula ulikuwa unapika, unaelewa, because I was cooking. Kumbuka me, I'm only telling one woman that I feel I trust. One lady that I feel I trust. I'm telling one person na kila saa hizi vitu zinafanyika na mcall. I feel like she gives me good advice. Hata kuna siku nilikuwa nataka kutoka kwa marriage akaniambia umezaa tu. The only thing I never told her was this rep thing. This thing, every time I come from hospital, kulala na mimi na nimetoka kufanya operation.
But yeah.
That's the only thing I never told my friend because I was embarrassed. She's a woman. She has no kids. And she's
white, black? Is she white or black?
She's Kenyan. She's also married to a white guy. And I thought she would relate more because she's been here long enough. She's a social worker. She's worked with immigrants. She's worked with so many, she's worked with so many.
Yeah.
This is why my trust to tell her all this, just for advice, just someone to talk to. That's why I told this lady here, you need someone to talk to. When I talked to her, I felt better. Even if she doesn't do anything, she just listen. Even when I'm talking to you right now, you don't need to do anything. You just want someone you talk to and listen. You just feel like you get it out of your chest. So this was the woman. This is the friend of mine I used to tell. And he used to hate her. He hated her. He called her names. But because she couldn't, she's the only one who couldn't stomach what he was doing. He could tell, she could tell him off. So we could stay there. We decided to go to US. He told the mother to beg me. I hadn't said no. I've always wanted to go to US. Even before I went to Australia, I still wanted to go to US. Even right now, I'm going to US. I still want to come back to US. Because what I thought I would get in US, I saw it. I just didn't get up. So So we went to US, and he knows I always wanted to go to US, but he said, "Oh, I didn't know how you'll take it." He acted up like every other MZUNGU acts. Like I told my wife, and she refused. I don't refuse anything. He knows I never refuse anything because even if I refuse, he wants to do it. He'll still do it. He's always
he was playing high-profile narcissist, man. High-profile narcissist. I'm gonna keep on saying that.
She will refuse. I never refuse anything. I'm very outgoing, by the way. I like outdoors, but because of this man, I stayed indoors. I'm an outdoor person. When I was in Kenya, I never stayed in one place. This is why I worked in Mombasa, I worked in Masai Mara, went to work in Tanzania. Like I went all over. Whenever I feel like going, I did.
Yeah. Not
for anything, because I just want to know what other people are doing in another section of the world, you know?
That's right.
Yeah. So when he said,
so you move over to US, and he's coming up with all these excuses.
So we say yes, and then he says, "Sell your car." And I say, "No, I want to keep my car." My car was new. Like that was the only gift he's ever bought me that I felt I appreciated it. To say, "Sell your car." I want to leave my car. And listen to these ladies. Listen to this one. So I want to leave my car because he said we're only going for 2 years. 2 years I can still come. But he insisted to sell my car because he knew we were not going to go there for 2 years.
What model was it? You remember?
I can't remember. It was 20. That was 2019. 2018 was a little cute BMW thing. I don't know. Mercedes. Was a mini, it was an SUV, a mini SUV.
A mini coupe.
I don't even want to remember.
Yeah, it's a mini coupe. Yeah, okay, let me go. Yeah, it's a mini coupe. The Mercedes, the two doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was the same size as the X5, the same size as a BMW X5.
Yeah.
So I stayed there. I decided to sell. I want to get the same because I like that so much. And we sell it so quick that my car was 103,000. We only sell it. We only sell it for 98. Still okay. If I put it in if I put it in a fixed deposit account, it can make its own profit. Okay, that's how I'm.
Yeah.
So I open an account. We leave a car with a friend. A friend, I think, is our friend now. His friend. So you guys, these men telling you their friends are your friends, they're lying. Their friends remain their friends. That remember that. So the friend sells, and I left my details to the friend. The friend puts the money in his account.
Not on your account.
Not on my account. And then he said, let's try if this will work when we are here in America. So he put $1,000 in my account. And that's it.
God damn.
So I talked about that money and I stopped saying, I said, money, I can make it. I'm not disabled. I really am not disabled. So I can make money. My brain's still working. So tunaenda, yeye akauza yake, akachukua pesa akaeka. Hiyo ni pesa tunatengeneza. He had another house in a place called Ballarat. We went to sell that house. He said, because I bought when you're not here, I'm going to keep the house. And he kept the money. He says, I'm going to pay our house half, and then the rest I give a few in my the mother's house, which is still our house. And then he does that, and our mortgage goes down from 590 to 98. But right now, I'm telling you, the mortgage is up to 371. How? I don't know.
Because the market, the market appreciates, the mortgage markets appreciate.
No, we had paid.
Oh, you paid?
House while we knew somebody's renting and
got
paying
you.
mortgage.
Yeah.
So how does it go back to 371? I don't know. No one wants to find out, but it doesn't matter. That's material. I'm not. We have our 3 kids. The whole plane is solar. Our plane. I beg your pardon?
Which state did you come to? Which state did you go to?
We came to PA, Pennsylvania.
Okay, Pennsylvania.
So we go to US. With 3 kids on the plane. This man is touching nothing. I look like a maid on the plane. 2 parents with 3 kids. We cannot manage our kids.
Nah.
This plane, 24-hour plane, ndio tufike Texas. Ndio tushuke Texas. And this time, he's seen long, tall men on the plane because he's not too tall, as I keep saying this.
Oh, shots fired! And shots fired!
Na our little cube yenye tumechukuliwa ya ndege ametuweka penye tumekaa, everyone's saying, oh, hi, you're a good mother, blah blah blah. People complimenting something. And I have an accent, so I will be talking to the kids with an accent. My kids have an accent, and these people have their own accent. So people will be complimenting, even though strangers will help me with the kids. The father is sitting there. And then when strangers help with the kids, he said I was flirting on the plane.
I mean, what kind of a narcissist is this, man? Okay, go ahead.
This is just one of the tortures on the plane when I'm traveling with them, without kids. I've gone to Dubai. We in Dubai. Natoka yeye anarudi Australia. Mimi tumemaliza trip yetu Dubai. Mimi nakuja Kenya. Because siwezi kuja Dubai na nisikuja Kenya. You could see me. I would really want somebody to get me that portrait. Hiyo video ya Dubai nikiwa airport vile he screamed at everyone and called me black in Dubai. And it's not like I was on.
When was this?
That was 2018 in July.
So are you saying your own husband embarrassing you at the airport?
At the airport, and I have a baby. Paka watu wanamuuliza, why can't you wait? The baby is crying. Mtoto amenitapikia. He's screaming because of trolley. Hiyo inaitwaje ile trolley ya watoto. So we came with the trolley in Kenya.
Yeah, the stroller, yeah.
The stroller, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm telling him, go back with the stroller because they're gonna charge him the stroller. If you don't want to, just leave it. Mtu atachukua. So yeah, and it's not like hata kuchukua stroller kupata Kenya hapa hivi, you can find any Kenyan mwenye akona stroller aweki. We always give each other. You understand? Because you don't use it the whole year. Mtoto akishatembea, that's it. Yeah, so
This is crazy.
I was embarrassed. Dubai. I've never been embarrassed in my whole life kwa airport kama your time, but I still have to smile and act normal and go to my plane and travel home. So this is him just trying to give me a bad send off. So nikifika home niko sad, and mkishakosana hivyo, he's gonna cut off some of the cards so I cannot have access to money. So you guys, when mkitoka nyumbani mnaacha accounts zenyu. So this is one thing I did. This is the only thing I've done since nimekuwa huku. I did not close my accounts in Kenya. So his aim was, nikifika Kenya sitakuwa na pesa, naanza kumpigia simu kila siku akinitukana. Every time you call, give me money, he's screaming at you. And he'll scream at you. Hata mzungu anakuambia pesa hazimei kwa mti. I'm not a tree. I don't grow money.
And the guy is making, let's say, like the guy is making 50 million shillings a year. Money does not grow on tree.
Yeah. So
and this is his family, and this is he got 3 kids. But anyway, hey, my sister, let's go. So you're in the US, you get to Texas, crazy.
But the good thing with my trip was the people were so nice on the plane. Everybody, any plane we went to was okay. The hotel we stayed at in Philadelphia, one of the best hotels I've ever stayed in my life, is in Philadelphia. They set up the room and they know you have kids. You don't unpack your toys. They have toys for the kids. Everything was set up, so ilikuwa easy for me. Ndio kesho yake tukatoka. It's snowing. He's hired a car instead of hiring a driver because he doesn't not even know how to drive in snow. So we are in a one car. This man is driving on the road, going, kuna black ice, hata juu black ice, hata mimi sijui black ice nini that time. We were just sliding on the road tukienda. Na tuko na watoto. So we have to stop somewhere. Tukastop somewhere. Nikamwambia na kwa hii gas station, call any taxi. Nimeona Philadelphia taxi ni kubwa. Just call 2. So that's what we did. Ndio tukafika penye tunaenda. It was a 15 minutes drive, but we don't know. We've never driven in US before. But this short, sometimes they want to show their muscles.
That's right, flexing. Again, HPN, a high profile narcissist.
Yep.
This is another level, man.
So tumefika Philadelphia, tumeanza control imeanzia tuko hotel. Control ilikuwa kwa ndege, nimeacha control kwa ndege, nimeenda kwa hoteli. As much as I try to be nice and cute, still the same thing. Tunafika, we arrive where we are in the house. The house so big. Bigger than the house I had in Australia. So even has a basement, because Australia has basements. It has a basement. So it's a very good house, big, but I'm imagining now, I've been complaining in Australia. Now this is even bigger.
Bigger. Well, again, welcome to America.
It's still the same thing. I tried. It took me 1 month to get my timing very well. But we had somebody to welcome. It was a good thing. Tulikuwa na mtu anatuonyesha places. But I think all these people were staged, according to places. Tukaanza kutafuta. So we started looking for cars. He bought his. I took mine on lease. Through his company. Nikachukua yangu kwa lease. I can't drive because it's snowing. So sijakuwa na practice ya kudrive. So I decided to call Uber all the time. I want to take kids to school when he's gone. So I used Uber for almost 1 month. Then I found one of the Uber drivers. He was Jamaican. He seemed nice and patient. So nikienda kwa mall kushop hut kila saa. So I took him. Yeah. So I took his number, nikamwambia, you'll be coming this time to pick me, so I don't have to take Uber all the time. Tuka-agree on time. Anakuja napata niko ready time, tunadrop watoto shuleni. Because I don't drive, so I have to pass by supermarket and chukue vitu. I have to do everything in the morning.
The house chores and everything, yes.
Yeah, I have to
with the Jamaican Uber driver. And let me actually now make a bright guess before I even continue. The HPN, the high profile narcissist, will say, now you fucking the Jamaican guy.
Yes. So every time, he didn't say it directly, But he could call him to call. So I told him he can take you because I liked him. He was patient. He was polite. He was even older. He was old enough to be even my father. But this man still said, "Oh, you like Claire?" He would go somewhere and say to his friends that I like Al. His name was Al. Oh, she likes Al. We're just gonna be using Al. But he said it in a way that shows something. Even Al said, "I think your husband's acting different.
Like
I don't want."
he's insinuating that
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So I just told him. I told him the story about Al. As Al had told us the story about his daughter. The daughter has some, I don't know if it's sickle cell or something. So she's always sick, but she's managed to go to school, do social work degree. So this is why I like the guy because he's somebody who knows, who understands. He's the only one working because the wife has to stay home and look after the sick kid. He's always sick. She's always sick. So this is his own job, his only job. So that's why I said to him, why can't you just give him a job in your company so he can be taking people come from Australia? He'd be the chauffeur for them, which he did. But eventually at the end of the time, he said I was going out with the guy. It didn't bother me because I didn't do it. And every time he was suspecting I had somebody, every time I was suspecting I had somebody, he's the one who was having somebody. And I'll tell you why. Yeah. And I'll tell you why towards the end. So I sit there, I talk to his people. He brings people every time, every week, every day. You have visitors. I'm cooking. I'm serving wine. I don't have a private life. I'm a maid in my own house.
Oh my, you got you.
I had no private life. I don't want that life anymore. I'd rather stay.
Davy, but this was something which he strategically put in that position by making you, hypothetically speaking, a slave in your own marriage. I'm the breadwinner. I'm making the bread. I'm the one who's providing for this family. You do this, and you play by my rules. Do you feel that? Is that right?
Remember, we still have nannies. I still have a nanny.
And you have a nanny?
I still have a nanny. I still have a nanny. Even here, I had a nanny. I still have a nanny. There's one nanny here, and this is why I'm happy my case has come to Australia. Because I can talk about that. She can come and be my witness. She left work because of how he was treating me. She said, I cannot work for you because he's treating you like shit.
Oh my God. By the way, let me, she can just come up here and say hi. It's fine. Yeah. So you have...
I won't say here in Australia, but this one particularly I won't say the name, but she stopped.
You had 3 nannies in the same house working at the same time? Hey, I need to get a cup of coffee. Okay.
So one of them because of that. So in US we had a Black American nanny. She wasn't a nanny, was a cleaner. We took her over from the people who owned the house. We are renting that. So they gave us this lady called Carla. Carla was good, but Carla, most American, most Black American women like flirting. So she was flirting with him all the time, but I was just watching because I know he does not like fat women, but it's a lie. That's me thinking. He made me think like that. Yeah, and I'll tell you because after I left the house, the first woman was a fat Black American woman.
Can I blow the trumpet on their behalf? Let me blow the trumpet on that.
Anyway, so
wait, you say, hey, you say after you left the house, he smashed up the Black American woman.
Yeah, this woman. Me, my neighbor is the one who's been telling me this stuff. I tried not to remember my past. I stayed there. So this is when I'm going to be very intense. My American story is very intense.
Let's go. Yeah, let's talk about this American story. It's gonna be, folks. It's gonna be a long night. Like I tell people here.
So September, I can never forget, September 21st of 2020. It's all happened. So on the previous day, we had an argument as usual on weekends. that we can be mad and he can go out there and enjoy his time while I'm mad at home, okay? So tumegombana, ametoka kama amekasirika, amejifanya amekasirika, drive off. And I told him that. I told him, I know you're never driving off to somewhere. You're always going somewhere particularly. You're not mad at me. You're going somewhere. I told him. I started now telling him, and this made him mad because I said the truth. And he knows I know the truth. When they wanted to employ people in their company,